basically FDLE doesn't say, here's the image you're looking for. FDLE sends back everything that's on the phone, the laptop, and the investigator then has to go through every bit of that media to see if there's anything that will be contraband, that would be, relevant to the case. So it really took our detective about 2 weeks. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that he had to go through. And, ultimately, as the detective went through, we found several images of a girl who we were pretty quickly able to identify as, I'm not sure whether she was ever a student at Lincoln, but she was definitely a 16-year-old student in the school system. We were able to identify her parents, and at that point, as we went through, probably know from reading the reports, there were images of the girl that were, she was just alone and she was topless. There were 1 or 2 images of the 2 of them kissing, when she was clothed. Just the images of a topless girl, you may or may not think that that's appropriate for a 16-year-old, but it's not illegal. And then there was an image of Mr. Peterson and the girl that did constitute, we felt, child pornography. So, at that point now, the original victim, we had no evidence that there was anything inappropriate, but we now have another identified victim. So now we're investigating and interviewing her, talking to her family. At that point, and again, I couldn't tell you a date, but it was somewhere around the time that the forensics came back, that I had a brief conversation with Mr. Hunley because he wanted to be kept informed. I said, look, we found an image that may be criminal. And of course now he's getting into the new school year, so he's very anxious to bring Mr. Peterson back. We found something that may be criminal, we're investigating it, can't give any more details, and we'll be, working with the state attorney's office on it. Case went pretty quickly, I think, over the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and we filed the capias with the state attorney's office with 2 charges. One, possession of child pornography for that image, and the second one was unlawful sexual conduct. The state elected not to file on that one, but they went with the possession of child pornography for the image.